Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is L-P-Cruz212, and I knew that was going to happen at some point, and it did. Aziz Al-Shaair is officially suspended for 3 games after the brutal hit on Trevor Lawrence to the head with his elbow after he gave himself up to slide for the first down. Now, we all knew this was coming at some point, and me being a big football fan and how much this game has changed over the years, and all these new rules and regulations and stuff like that, and I'm actually surprised that Al-Shaair did not get fined for it either. I mean, I expected a fine and a suspension, but the suspension did happen. Everybody thought the maximum amount is 2 games, but they gave him a 3-game suspension. So surprisingly, it's not a suspension for the rest of the season, including playoffs. But they gave him a 3-game suspension. But I think this is a good punishment. I mean, they would have taken it further if they were to fine him for a certain amount of money for that late hit, but it's football. It's what they decided, and there's a couple things that I do want to go over, but I want to find out what he said, what the people said basically. But I want to I think it was the vice president of the NFL. No, there's no vice president. Let me see. NFL. Aziz Al-Shaair suspended. Let's see. Yes. So, here it is. Here's the article, guys. So, I'm about to say this right now. So, here's the article. The NFL suspended Texas linebacker Aziz Al-Shaair 3 games for his late hit on Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence during Houston's Week 13 win over Jacksonville. Al-Shaair's suspension comes less than 3 months after the NFL fined him $11,817 for unnecessary roughness against the Chicago Bears. In the Week 2 meeting, Al-Shaair hit Caleb Williams near the sideline while the Bears quarterback ran out of bounds. Following the fight that ensued from that play, Al-Shaair threw a punch, which, hey, what's going on, Clash? How you doing? So, yeah. So let's see. The NFL also penalized and later fined Al-Shaair $11,000. I'm actually doing good, Clash. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Okay, continue on. The NFL also penalized and later fined Al-Shaair $11,255 for a late hit on Tennessee Titans running back Tony Pollard last week. So this is a second offense, basically. So the third was the last straw, basically, for that unnecessary roughness against Trevor Lawrence, which was unacceptable. So the vice president of football operations, John Runyon, noted his past discipline in a letter to Al-Shaair about the suspension. So I'm going to read this quote right here. All right, pay attention. So this is the way he said. Your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game of football and all those who play, coach, and enjoy watching it is troubling and does not reflect the core values of the NFL. That's what he, unquote, that's what he said. Runyon wrote to Al-Shaair, and here you go. Your continued disregard for NFL playing rules puts the health and safety of both you and your opponents in jeopardy and will not be tolerated. So that's what he said there. it says Al-Shaair will appeal the suspension, which I'm going to be real here, guys. I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think he should appeal the suspension because what he did was wrong. Like, it was very wrong from the get-go. He should have not lowered his elbow and hit him in the freaking head. Like, when you take an elbow to the freaking head while you got a helmet on, that hurts like a son of a bitch, if you ask me. Excuse my language, but I don't use that word often, but I use the words need. But, you know, it hurts like hell. Like, that's a serious concussion right there, and you don't want that. You get hit hard like that while you're trying to go down to give yourself up, boom. That's it. You're going to be in that freaking tent or in the hospital. That's not funny. Don't take concussions lightly.
Where do you want to go?
But I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna go over this once. No, not yet. I usually don't get it within the next day. So by the time 12:45 hits or 1 o'clock in the morning hits, that's when I can get it. But right now I don't have it at the moment. As I was saying, I'm only gonna say this once, but I'm not gonna say this again. And I need you guys to actually listen to what I have to say. I mean, as a kid, I loved hard hits in the NFL. I loved how... I know, that is freaking cool because Genshin won the award with PlayStation, which is amazing. Genshin Impact is still growing strong, I'll tell you that for sure. 4 years strong. Is what I'm about to say. 4 years strong. And I'm happy to say that. 4 years freaking strong. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, as a kid, these rules were not in place, okay? Hard hits and, like, brutal hits to the quarterback used to be all legal back then, a long time ago, like in the early 90s, early 2000s, right? Back then, a long time ago, you were allowed to do that. Especially that illegal horse collar tackle, the Roy Williams, created, basically. He injured a lot of players with that freaking horse collar tackle. Let me tell you something. Like when a runner is running with the football, right? And you get yanked by the freaking back of the jersey, oh my god, your ankle is gonna roll up and you're gonna have an ankle injury that's gonna put your ass out for the season. Not fun. So they put the rule in where you're not allowed to do that anymore. Now that's a personal foul and 15 yards right there. Hold on, TV's a little too loud, so let me just lower just a little bit. Okay, so that's what happened. Now,
it would be my honor.
So, let's see. All these rule changes started happening like somewhere around like the mid 2000s going into like the late 2000s. So like they started like protecting the players more and they started protecting the quarterback more. Basically like with helmet to helmet hits. Back then like when you were a kid, you thought that was cool, right? But as you get older, you start to realize that like how dangerous these hard hits can be. And you had to hope that they better not have ended up in the hospital, or whether they're going to be out for a few games. The league has changed as I got older, right? All these rules started to come in, and you know, then they started putting these like new rules and stuff. where like the defenders had to like adjust and tackle in new ways so that way they could try not to hurt any players and not to hurt the quarterback. It's not easy, but
make sure to keep up.
But that happens. But oh, man. But I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. So like back then, all those hard hits and stuff like that, especially like the body slam tackles, you could get away with those back then, a long time ago in the 90s and 2000s. But in this day and age of football, you can't do that stuff anymore. The league has changed so much where the safety of the players is the #1 priority. And they need to be more careful when it comes to like tackling like the players, sacking the quarterback. But if it's the one thing that I want the NFL to remove is the body weight of the quarterback rule.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
That rule was in place because of... Oh, Jesus, what the heck is going on? That rule was in place because of Aaron Rodgers. Not Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. And because of that rule, it ruined a man's career, which was Clay Matthews. That's the one rule I wish the NFL can get rid of, because there's no control of that. Because you gotta understand, even if it's a sack, and they call it roughing the passer on a sack, a lot of fans still don't like that rule. But you know, but when it comes to to protecting the quarterback, that's not something like I don't want to see. Like I don't want to see quarterbacks like get hit in the head and getting concussed. Because a lot of brain damage is involved in it. Especially those hard helmet-to-helmet hits. Because like I said, I hope that like he gets better. I mean, there were like times where players would, you know, hit quarterbacks on purpose just to try to get them out of football. Like Teddy Bridgewater, for example, right? He was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And, you know, these quarterbacks like Teddy Bridgewater were so great, the defenders will put a target on them and try to hit them and try to play dirty on them on purpose just so they could try to get them out of the NFL. It was stupid. I mean, they will resort to cheap tactics to freaking hit him in the head so hard to put him in early retirement. It's just sad. All right, let me see. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading this article. So this is what it says here. Texans general manager Nick Caserio addressed his frustration in a Tuesday news conference amid the backlash Al-Shaair has received since Sunday defending the linebacker. He says, I think where we take a break is the picture that's been painted on about Aziz. His intentions, who he is as a person, quite frankly, it's BS. It's unfair to the individual, it's unfair to the organization. We love everything about Aziz Al-Shaair, what he means to this team, what he brings to this team. He was elected a captain after being here for 4 months. We have a lot of respect for our opponents. We have a lot of respect for other teams in this league. We want to do things the right way. I think D'Amico's explanation about the situation from the spot on. It's a tough situation. Yeah, Al-Shaair did post an apology Monday. And I mean, you know, understand. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if it's like, you know, even if you didn't see him sliding, it's still unnecessary roughness. But it doesn't matter whether if you're in the right or in the wrong. Like, you can't do that. You still can't. You cannot hit a quarterback in the head with your elbow. It's just so cheap. Like, not only you could knock somebody out, but you could just give this person brain damage. It's not fun. Like, people don't understand like how dangerous football is. And some people were thinking, oh, like he'll lift, like, you know, he's standing, he's good. But you gotta understand what happens after a hard hit, after a concussion. Like, you're gonna be like dazed after that. I mean, you know, stuff like that's gonna happen, but you know, it cannot continue like this. It has to stop at one point. Alright, Hjoshi's gonna be coming in soon, guys. He's gonna have his thoughts, and you know, that way, like, that way we could talk about like the games and stuff. The ether. No. Alright, I'm gonna get no, not her. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Josh is gonna be joining in a few, guys. Okay, so
Need the help of an elder, huh?
Faruzan. This is actually hard on mobile. Oh, in case you guys do not know, my current situation has already been resolved, and therefore now with that resolved, I'm back to streaming full time for you guys now. So that means that I would be able to stream almost every day, basically. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, obviously, Thursday no stream, and Friday. So I'll be streaming like 4 days a week for you guys, and basically now that I can actually like stream the tribe quest, basically. I was supposed to do it last night, but I got really too tired afterwards. And then and then we do some like exploration in the new area of Natlin. Because the road to 12,000 primos is about to begin. Oh, and the new event too. Forgot about that. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. So, but I can say this though: it's good to be back full time this time, instead of just you know, having to be limited by using my loophole. So yeah, we got away with it, but for how long is the question. Okay. That was 1. This is 2. This is 3, and that's 4. Huh. Okay. So, okay. Oh man, dude. And yes, next Tuesday, starting around 9:30, there will be a Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. It'll be at 9:30 p.m. Alongside my sister Vivacious V, and we were supposed to do that in October, but then the current situation happened. Then our previous situation happened, and then you know. Don't get away! Don't get away! Oh, you chump! You got away. Oh no, I got him. So I'm actually happy that I'll be doing a FNAF sister location stream, and then Monday. The following Monday, not next Monday, but the following Monday, we will be doing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And this time it's going to be me and both my siblings that Monday. It's going to be me, Vivacious V, and for the first time, my brother Savage. So this will be the first time that I'll have both my siblings on one stream.
Extract! Too late for regret. By Roy.
No rest for the wicked.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! We'll see about that.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Have fun with this gift. Let it rain.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Neutralize.
Good. Replace my hammer.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. Hold on, let me just There we go. Now I'll be able to just swim across. Uh-oh. Man, you crabs should be freaking like... You crabs really trying to freaking sneak up on me like while I'm up... Well, I'm not even deep underwater. Like, dude. You guys are chumps.
Dare to mess with me? Oz, reveal vice!
I missed it.
Too late for regret. No one escapes my sight. Gears of the storm. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Something's wrong. What's a crit? Oh damn, she's got a lot of EM. 386? That explains a lot. Oh, that's why, because she's holding that weapon. Oh my god, that's right. I was supposed to get her a desert pavilion. And she's only holding a 2-piece. First and foremost, this one sucks. She really needs a better, yeah, that one sucks so badly. Hold on. She needs something a better, attack, attack goblet. Ah, man, dude. Like, what the hell? Do I have any desert pavilion? It looks good. Energy recharge. Let me see. No, that's defense. Actually, you know what? I could check to see if this is actually pretty good for her. If I could give it to her. That's actually funny. Let me see if I have one that has animal damage bonus. Well, this has physical damage bonus. That's good. That's... One of them has to be animal damage bonus. That's HP. Well, let me see. Okay. That was not expected to happen. It hit crit damage. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll be losing out on certain things, but it looks pretty good. Oh, but this doesn't have no elemental mastery or anything, but this actually sucks. And oh, guys, I think you guys heard the ding right there. I hope you guys did. Just put it down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know the deal. He's here. Give it up for Mr. Hjoshi. What's up?
Yo, what's up?
Not much, man. Dude, football. The last football, like week 13, was freaking amazing.
Yeah, dude, a lot of good games, dude.
Oh, definitely. I have to say, it was like, yeah, it was very impressive, to be honest with you. So I was just like, yeah. But, however, we do have
I created
a little
another
bit of
universe
like
and founded
controversy with the Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Not Titans, strike that. Jaguars.
Yeah.
So
For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der Verirrten.
So here's my question: how do you feel about Aziz Al-Shaair's suspension? Do you think it was deserved, or no?
Honestly, I think it was fair, bro. It was a dirty hit on Trevor Lawrence.
I agree. Like 100% of it. And you know, he was fined twice. The first time against, I believe it was against the Bears. I could be wrong. I read the article earlier, so. Then the Titans, he was fined for over $10,000 for both of those games. One for week 2, and then the other against the Titans.
Yeah.
And now this nasty hit against Trevor Lawrence, he's suspended for 3 games. Like, do you think he should have been fined also?
Honestly, no, 'cause he gets suspended. I think that's gonna be worth a lot.
Yeah. I mean, my situation is this though. No matter what the situation is, or like, no, like if you say like, oh, you didn't see him, like slide or whatever, like, dude, like it was clear as day. The evidence showed that like you saw him slide, and you basically chose to actually like
A little ambiance.
throw your elbow. To like throw your
royal
elbow and actually like, you know, concuss him. Hit him in the head. Like, dude, you don't do that.
And he's known to be a dirty player, too.
Like I've not seen that one coming.
Yeah.
Like, shoot. We haven't seen a dirty player since Ndamukong. He was one of the dirtiest players in the NFL.
Yep.
Oh, but dude, like, and the Texas players are basically defending him, saying that, oh, how good of a person he is, but deep down, everybody knows that he's a dirty player. Like, you got a bad rep for that. So no matter where you go or what team you play with, that bad rep's gonna stay with you until you clean your act and start learning how to limit yourself or how to hit better or how to tackle better, you know? Like, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And he once put Tom Brady in trouble.
100 years have passed, yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia.
see?
Ad
There you go.
Astra Abyssosk.
That's what
Welcome
got
to the...
that's what got him in
Thank
trouble
you for
a
completing
couple
today's
years ago
commissions.
because of that situation.
Here is your reward.
Like, when you do something like that to Tom Brady, you're basically known for that for the rest of your freaking NFL career.
Yeah, seriously.
You're right.
Like, shoot. And then, you know, like, here's the thing, though. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, everybody says that he's, like, the most overpaid quarterback after he got the extension. And, you know, like, he was playing with the injury, too. Like, he had a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, the minute, like, I saw that highlight and watched that hit, all I could think of was, like, holy shit. What the...
Yep.
Like, what the hell was that? I'm like, dude, like, come on. There's no excuse for that. No excuse at all. It's,
Yep.
like, you know,
Yes.
in this day and age, you cannot do that. Not in this day and age. Maybe, like, a
Yeah,
very long time
absolutely.
ago,
No.
in the early 90s, late 80s, early 2000s, you could get away with stuff like that, like as a football move, but not in this day and age. Not at all. Because
Yeah,
of the
seriously.
because you got concussion protocols, you have doctors who actually went to college and learned all this stuff and what it does to your brain.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it ruins, like, NFL players' careers when you get hit in the head so many times. Look at what happened to Teddy Bridgewater. He's no longer playing football. He went into early retirement because of the history of the concussions, and despite him being a great quarterback, the other players on other teams listed him as a target because of how good he was, and tried to freaking get rid of him by playing dirty against him and by hitting him in the head.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool at all. I mean, I could say the same for other players who have actually fell victim to this because of how bad, like, they got hit with concussions. It doesn't matter if you're a quarterback, a wide receiver, a defensive tackle, or a tight end, or wide receiver, or running back. I meant to say. I think I said wide receiver twice. Sorry, but I meant to say running back. Like,
Yeah.
helmet to helmet is not. A helmet to helmet hit is not good. And, you know, even if you're not a defenseless player, if you're not a defenseless player and both players go helmet to helmet with each other, it's still going to hurt regardless, no matter what.
Yeah.
It is a penalty to this day. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, how'd you feel about yesterday's game? Even though you didn't have the chance to watch it, did you manage to see the highlights?
I watched a little bit of it, and I gotta say the Broncos are a threat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our friend in the street team Discord server, Fire, like he must be happy right now after that win. Do you think this is the Broncos' best turnaround this season after going on a bad start?
They definitely got their franchise QB.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yes, they did.
Yup.
And to be quite fair, I can see them actually getting another win the next game, depending who the next opponent is.
Yup.
But I got a problem with the Cleveland Browns, though. Like, if you saw that last play, that first and goal situation, he threw it right to the defender. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. It was
Like-
like I don't know what he was doing.
Like, dude, why would you throw it to the defender? He's right there on the left. Like, dude, if the guy's like open, the defender's right there in front of him. Like, what were you thinking right there? Like,
Yeah.
dude, that's a Daniel Jones move right there. That's a panic move. Like, you just
Yeah.
gave away the game, basically. And that was an amazing game. I'll tell you that for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Both the Browns and the Broncos played so well. I mean, like, Broncos got a touchdown, then the Browns got a touchdown. It was like they were answering each other's freaking touchdowns like, oh, we got a game. That's for sure. But the Broncos had a couple of pick sixes, though. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
But I think the defense won the Broncos that game. I'm not going to lie. Because it's like...
Yep.
Because, like, with quarterbacks, you got to have, like, more awareness on the field. Like, if you don't see anybody open, throw the ball away. Just throw it away.
Yep.
Just throw the ball away. Go to second down. That's all you got to do is just throw it away. Because if you don't throw it away, then either you're going to get sacked or you lose the football.
Yep.
That's how it freaking works. But man,
Yeah, sorry.
it was a really bad move by the quarterback of the Browns. But my God, that was like ridiculous. Now, I hope you had a really good Thanksgiving, because I know you were like out of the country for like a week, like possibly a week or two, I think.
Yeah, I was going for a week. Yep.
But I want to talk about that Lions and Bears game. Like, the
Dude,
Bears.
Lions are a hot team right now.
Yes, they are. They are 11-2. They are 11-2. They have put the NFC on notice. They are the team that everyone's scared to play.
Yep.
I had a feeling this day was gonna come, and that day is now. The Detroit Lions are really like showing that they do belong here. They do belong in the They do belong in the NFL. And then I'm all for it though. I love where the Lions are going with this. And you know what's funny?
They're going to the Super Bowl.
And you know what's funny? They don't got their defensive key players. I don't know if you noticed, but the Lions been signing defenders to fill in those gaps. And I'm just like, yo, like, they're just signing defenders off the streets, and like, you know, and the head coach is freaking whipping these guys to shape. I'm like, man, I can't believe how this team does not have their key defenders, and they're playing solid football.
Yep.
They're playing solid football. They're in it to win it. They're hungry.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you.
I think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Call me crazy.
I think so too. Like, I got Chiefs and Lions in Super Bowl.
I'll race you there.
Honestly, I got either Chiefs or Lions, or I got Lions and Bills.
Ooh.
I'm liking the Bills.
Okay, I got like 3 different options how this is gonna go for me in my top 3 list of who's going to the Super Bowl. But all 3 is Lions. I'll tell you that for sure. I'll guarantee you that. First will be Chiefs and the Lions. That's number 1. Number 2, Lions versus Ravens. And number 3, Lions versus Bills.
Yeah.
But although Lions and Bills is number 3 in my book, I don't have full trust in the Bills because they always run into a tougher team that's better than them, and they wind up losing either in the division or the AFC Championship round. That's why I don't actually like have that pick prediction as my number 1.
Yeah.
That's why. But I want to get straight to like that terrible play that the Bears created. Like, what happened? Was there miscommunications, or did the coach actually plan that, or the former head coach planned that on purpose?
I think their head coach is stupid. I'm so glad he got fired.
I know, exactly. I mean,
Like, you have one timeout. How do you not use it? How?
Yeah, that's the problem. If you got a timeout right there. Like, if the hurry up is not working and that clock is ticking, you gotta understand, time's not on your side. Like, if you ain't calling that timeout, like, the chances are you're gonna have, like, only... Chances are you freaking hike that fucking ball 5 seconds and then you try to get a play, go for a Hail Mary. No, that doesn't work that way. If there's miscommunications, if the quarterback is confused, call a timeout. Call a timeout if you're not sure. If you're not sure, you have to call that timeout. That way, they could have actually had one play to run and see if they could try to run to gain a few more yards, right? Run out of bounds to stop the clock. To stop the clock and get the field goal unit in. You get the field goal unit in there, you have a chance to tie the game and go into overtime.
Yeah.
That's what should have happened. But the former head coach didn't do that. It was a stupid move on his part that got him fired.
I'm glad he did. That was a stupid thing. That was a last straw.
Yup. And it was coming too. Like, the Bears knew, like, the Bears players knew that it was coming. They knew. It's like, you have to freaking, like, be a better coach than that. Like, I hope that he does not get another coaching job with another team. Like, shoot.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, he needs to stay out. He needs to, like, stay away from the... Not for nothing, but he's got to stay away. I'm sorry, but he should not be near any football team in the NFL, let alone a college football team.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. How would you rate Drew Lock's performance despite the loss to the Cowboys? The quarterback of the New York Giants.
Bro, honestly, I'm just ready to tank. I hope we lose every game for the rest of the season.
But we gotta watch out for the Raiders, because the Raiders are tied with us for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, I know.
But I think there's a third.
We gotta hope the Raiders win games.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I'm gonna say this though. But call me crazy. I think, like, Drew Lock has the legs to run, right? But it's very impressive. It's very impressive though. He gave the Giants 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, Giants kept the game close though. But you know what though? I wasn't expecting the Giants to win, but Drew Lock, like, he had an amazing performance. He had a great game.
Too. We literally lost by a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it was still a good game. I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I'm gonna give the Giants credit where credit is due.
Yes, yeah.
And like, they deserve the credit that they deserve for playing that close.
Yeah.
That's what made me like a happy Giants fan. So
yeah.
So that's why I've always said that, like, New York Giants, they may suck this year, but they always lose close games. They always like to have a competition. And that's how it goes. Alright. I went on a full-blown rant yesterday with this one game. It was a Black Friday game. Chiefs and the Raiders. Right?
Oh my god. The Chiefs are such a lucky 11-1 team.
Give me your opinion on this. Do you think that penalty was a false start? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yes. So here's the thing. In the NFL official rulebook for referees, when you blow a play dead, right? When you blow the play dead, the play doesn't count. Right?
Yep.
Whether if it's an illegal shift or a false start.
Yeah.
Right? Now, let me remind you that, like, you know, I've watched that highlights like so many times. Yeah, it hit the shoulder of the quarterback. Yes, yes, it did. It did happen, but the refs already was blowing the whistle when it happened because there was movement. There was movement within the offense. Like they blew it dead before the Chiefs recovered the football, right? That is clearly a false start, and it should not have counted.
Yeah.
But then they broke that number one rule by deciding, okay, we're just going to call it a legal shift so they can decline the penalty. Chiefs ball. That's bullshit right there. I think they did that on purpose just so they could make Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift look good. That's what it is.
Yeah, the Chiefs are such a lucky 11-1 team.
Like, everybody's calling them like the worst 11-1 team in the league.
And I agree.
Yeah, like totally. I totally agree with it. And, you know, and the reason why... I agree, because, like, you know, like, why would you screw something up like that? Why would you go and why would you break a rule just to decide a game like that? You basically just screwed over the Raiders by doing that. Like, that is a big fat no. And I'm just surprised Roger Goodell didn't do nothing about it. Except feed his face with more turkey and stuffing. That's probably what he did. But dude, like I wouldn't be surprised if the refs get punished for it by not officiating any playoff games.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Like, dude, it's ridiculous. It's like the referees are looking for ways to make it easier for the Chiefs to go into the Super Bowl so they can get a three-peat. I think that's what's going on. You call me crazy, but like I think there's some superstition that I'm seeing here. I just don't like it. But even then, as good as the Chiefs are, they're supposed to blow them out, according to my father. You cannot keep a game close like that.
Yeah, you can't, no.
Because they almost lost to the Panthers. Almost. And then they almost lose to the Raiders, but the refs bailed them out. Like, it's freaking ridiculous in a way where it's like, oh, okay, like, you know, since like, you know, like, we're just gonna call it an illegal shift for you guys so you guys can decline this, so you guys can have this win. Like, early Christmas present right there. Like, fuck that. For all you know, maybe the Taylor Swift fans probably paid the refs so they could so the Chiefs could win the game. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the Swifties.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh man.
But let's see what happens. Like I said, they'll make the playoffs, but let's see if they actually win the playoffs.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I want to know. How they're gonna perform. Oh my god, I want to go to that snow game. The 49ers versus the Bills. Like, did you 100% expect the Bills to beat the 49ers?
Oh yeah, no, I had the Bills winning this easily.
Oh yeah, like definitely. But let's go to Christian McCaffrey's injury. Like, oh man, he was playing so freaking well until boom, he tore his PCL.
Yep, now he's done. He's done for the rest of the season.
It sucks, to be honest with you. Like,
A lot of people are saying it's the Madden curse.
oh yeah, definitely. The Madden curse being one of the worst curses in.
I didn't believe it at first, but I think I do now.
Oh yeah, like everybody believes it. Like, you know, Brett Favre suffered the Madden curse. And you know, like, people who suffer the Madden curse, they're not the same. They're no longer the same. Right after that. Oh wow, found the treasure. Okay, so it's like, dude, the Buffalo Bills, it's like, wow. The Bills look awesome. And I think that, like, I think they're going to be the team that's going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, believe it or not. That's what I believe. Uh-oh. Oh, there he goes. He's back. Anyway. Yo, are you there?
Your voice is cutting out.
Ah, damn it. Shit.
I think you're good now. Good now.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. So, do you think the Buffalo Bills will be the Chiefs' kryptonite in the playoffs? Yes or no?
I think the Bills are actually, honestly, the Bills are going to get the revenge.
Oh, definitely. But understand...
Like, they already beat them, but I think that the playoffs is when the real games begin.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be a tough one, but I think that game's going to go into overtime, or double overtime.
Huh? Hey, I wish double overtime exists.
Well, actually, there was a double overtime game in the NFL, in the playoffs.
There was?
Yes.
What game was that?
I forgot what it was, but all I know, it was like a long time ago, actually.
Neutralize! Let it rain! Oz, reveal thyself! Dare to mess with me?
Yeah, but yeah, I looked it up before, but I forgot. But I think it revolved with the Ravens, I believe. I think Baltimore was let me see. Let's see. Which NFL playoff game that went into double overtime. Let's see. Okay. It was played on January 3rd, 1987.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
It was Browns and Jets. It lasted more than 4 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the NFL back in the day is definitely a lot different than it is today.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the last one was Broncos and the Ravens. Let me see. Which games that went to double overtime? Let me see. Cleveland Browns and Jets. 2012, yes. Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. In 2012.
Yeah.
That was the last time. That was the last double overtime. And it's funny, it happened 12 years ago. I actually remember that. That was like one of the best Super Bowls. Not Super Bowls. Best playoff games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Between the Broncos and between the Ravens and the Broncos. It was crazy. I'm just like, wow. Like, dude, it's a rare opportunity to see. But,
Yeah.
you know, when you got games like that and with a rare double overtime, that's something the fans would love to see. Like, you know, because history, you don't get stuff like that often in the playoffs. Because it just makes the suspense more interesting. It just makes you feel like, oh my god, like who's gonna freaking like cave is what it is.
Yeah.
Like Broncos and Ravens, that game alone in 2012 played their hearts out until the Ravens came up on top. That's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see the Chiefs and the freaking Bills like playing their freaking hearts out. Because let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and freaking Josh Allen, now that Josh Allen is in the level where he is now, limiting his no longer like throwing interceptions, I can say right now that he's gonna beat Patrick Mahomes in the divisional round if they meet.
Yeah.
Once that happens, I can see the Chiefs getting eliminated if they do not get on the right track. Because I've been hearing lately from professional sports analysts that the Chiefs' defense is not what they used to be. I don't know if that's true or not, but I would not underestimate the Chiefs' defense.
Nah, you can't do that.
Because you know what they say. Because you know what they say. It doesn't matter if that defense is not the same or not. They're gonna find ways to get their asses back in the Super Bowl. But if the Bills find that weakness, the Chiefs are done.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are done once the Bills expose a weakness.
Yeah, for sure.
But like other than that, though, the Bills were freaking just playing. They were playing so well. The 49ers couldn't even like handle the snow. Like you saw them slip.
Yeah.
Like even the center slipped. Like on the offensive line, I was like, damn, these guys can't even handle snow. Jesus. But then again, you gotta understand they're from the West Coast, and obviously in California, in San Francisco, like there's no snow there, so obviously, they're not used to that kind of weather.
Yep.
Ah man.
The snow definitely played a factor.
Yes, it did. It played a factor. Because the thing is, it can work with you, and it can work against you.
Yep.
That's how it goes. It doesn't matter how much body heat that your body can have when you're playing football, but that snow, forget it, man. That snow's gonna freaking make you slip.
Snow in Buffalo is no joke.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, when you're living up north up there, and you got that snow, shoot, you're expecting like 2 feet of snow up there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can do it, but that's crazy. Very crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and the Commanders blew the Titans out. So, do you think the Commanders are back on track now?
I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll win the playoffs. I think they're still a few years behind.
Actually, now that you said that, I'm actually happy you brought that up. Yes, the Commanders are good this year. The Commanders are good. But yeah, they got some stuff they gotta iron out still. Because I think they still need a few key players within certain areas within the offensive line and the defensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they do have the right wide receiver and the right running back, but I think a tight end, a cornerback, and and maybe a couple left tackles or right tackles is needed.
Yeah.
So like when you have those right people, you're basically are gonna go far. Because you have Jaden Daniels doing everything right now. He's got the legs. He's very young. He can get first downs. He can topple other opponents and score touchdowns. But like as of right now, the offensive line looks good, but it's not good enough. Like the Eagles and the Cowboys exploited that. That's how it goes. And that's why the Eagles are in first place right now. Because of the battle between the two. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles and the Commanders get even with one another, and so does the Commanders and the Cowboys. Like if the Commanders get even with the both of them, no bragging rights. But there will be a chance that the Commanders can get the division if and only if they keep winning their games. But if they lose after their last 2 division games, right? The Eagles can win the division. Yeah. That's how I see it.
True. Yeah.
So if they want to win the division, they got to keep winning their games after beating their 2 division rivals. They got to do that. They got to do that if they want that division and get a good spot in the playoffs. But if it's against the Lions, actually no, strike that. No. They're not going to go up against the Lions because number 1, the Lions are going to get the first round bye.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how it goes. That's why I'm saying that's like, I don't know if the chat broke, but
Nah, I mean, I can hear you still.
Okay. Oh no, like I'm looking at the chat on PS4 just to make sure that it's not broken. Clash, are you there or you just came back? Wait, I'll wait for him to respond to see if he's there. But anyway, by after they clinch like the playoff spot, they're gonna clinch the playoffs. They're gonna get the first round bye, and they're gonna get home field advantage, and they're gonna get the NFC North. They're gonna get all 4.
I think if they win Sunday, they're pretty much guaranteed a spot for sure.
This is a problem that I got. This is pure bullshit. Okay, they're 11-1. How are they not already guaranteed those spots already? How is it that the Chiefs are guaranteed to clinch a playoff spot already, and the Bills? Like, Lions clinching a playoff spot is a no-brainer. How is that not possible? Like, dude, they...
Yeah, I mean, the NFC North is still a hot area, but there's a lot of teams are going to make the playoffs in that division.
Yeah, exactly. The Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
So that's all we got to say about all of this though. So I guess we could do our week 14 picks. So let us begin.
First game we got, let's see. I'm actually excited for this game. Packers and Lions.
Okay, that's gotta be a tough one. That's gotta be very tough.
It's gonna be a close game. I think this game's gonna be a shootout.
I think so too. Like, I think it's gotta be close either way. If you ask me, I think the Lions are gonna come up on top.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna be a good game. I also have the Lions on this one.
Alright. You got the Lions, and I got the Lions.
Next game we got Steelers and Browns.
I got the Steelers. I got the Steelers over the Browns.
Steelers are just like a good team. They're a hot team right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember what you said last year that the Steelers were hot garbage, but you know they got a freaking a winning streak. If you haven't noticed, they got 21 non-losing seasons, 21 straight. Basically, 21 straight winning seasons. And Mike Tomlin's 18th. And let me tell you, this is like Undertaker going like 21-0 in WrestleMania, basically. And then Steelers going like 21 straight winning seasons. That's saying something right there.
Yeah.
Because Mike Tomlin, dude, he's been coaching that team for years. And nobody understands.
Yep.
Nobody understands how good he is.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. He's a great coach. I don't understand why Steelers fans want him gone. He's doing something that hasn't been done in years, basically.
Yep.
And because, like, oh, they got into the playoffs and they're one and done, but understand that, like they got something on the line, and he could take them to 22 straight winning seasons if he wanted to.
Yep.
Because here's the thing, imagine them 21 straight so far in this winning season. They could actually go to the AFC Championship if and only if they don't run into the Kansas City Chiefs. Like in the AFC divisional round.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking, in my opinion. But if they were to manage to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, right? Then it's going to be a whole different ball game in the AFC playoffs. So let's say this. If the Chiefs get knocked out by either the Bills or the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Who else? Oh man. Who do you think the Steelers will have a chance to go to the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so. I think it's based on what competition does well.
Well, maybe they might be missing a couple key players, but you know, they're almost there. The pieces are coming together. But Russell Wilson is playing so good now, where like he's starting to play like the Russell Wilson of old, like he was with the Seattle Seahawks.
People thought he was washed.
And you know what though? Russell Wilson has proved those doubters wrong. And I'm happy that he's actually started to prove himself more of a worthy quarterback. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he's going to get the comeback player of the year.
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
Because like I don't know how old he is, but Russell Wilson is right at his peak level.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he signed a one-year deal with the Steelers, so he might get a long-term extension.
Oh wow.
Possibly.
That would be good. That would be good.
Yep.
And he'll deserve it too. I mean, you know, because if he takes them to the Super Bowl, I guarantee you they will give him an extension.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. But what I love, what the Steelers are doing, is switching quarterbacks out for a couple plays, giving their young starter a shot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I love about Mike Tomlin. He's giving his young quarterback a chance to be on the field for like a few plays.
He's a good coach too.
because you know what though? Because Mike Tomlin, he's smart. He's very smart. Mike Tomlin said he's not taking a chance of playing Russell Wilson while he's hurt. He let him rest. He let the young man play for those few weeks. He gave them several wins, and then when Russell Wilson came back, he started going to work again. He's throwing footballs. He's throwing touchdowns. He's running. He's getting first downs. He's surveying the field again like he was with the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, you know, he's back. He's better. This is the Russell Wilson I want to see.
Yeah, we all wanted to see the same exact Russell Wilson.
All right, that's why I got the Steelers over the Browns.
Yeah, I also got the Steelers too on this one.
Yep. All right, next game
Next game, we got. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting one. Saints and Giants.
The Saints and the Giants always, for some reason, when they don't have a certain line, basically, right? Let's say, for example, since the Giants don't have an offensive line, and if the Saints don't have a defensive line, basically it won't be a problem. Basically, you know that it's gonna be these two teams are gonna have a shootout.
Yeah.
And believe me, Giants and Saints always have a high-scoring game against each other, and the Giants always come up short. They always come up short. Always. But I believe I'm going to have the Saints over the Giants for this one. I will say just by a touchdown.
I want to continue having a high draft pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I want that number one pick too, so that's why I want the Giants to actually drop this game. But, like, one win changes the outcome. If they get a win...
There's no point in winning game 2 where we're out of the playoff contention.
Right, exactly. But even if, like, the other teams do win, if the Raiders win, basically we stay tied for the number one overall pick.
Yep.
So we need to have the other teams to win and the Giants to lose so they can keep the number one overall pick.
Yep.
So, there you go. Alright.
Yep, next one, another one. Jets and Dolphins.
Oh, man. At this point, the Jets suck more than the Dolphins. But the way that they're playing, like I said, I don't trust the Jets. Not one bit.
Yeah, they suck.
They do. And they were supposed to be the team that was going to go to the Super Bowl, but all I see is a team with a bunch of washed up players.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep, and they have a washed up quarterback who they keep hyping up too.
I know. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Hyping up a quarterback like that? He's 40 years old.
Yeah, and let me remind you, he tore his Achilles last year. Doesn't that, like, ring any bells? I mean, when players return from an Achilles injury, they're not the same anymore. You're not the same. Your mobility changes.
Yeah.
Like.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, yeah, the only way that you could like keep those ankles in good shape if you keep working out on your legs. If you keep working out on those legs and stuff like that, then maybe your legs will last for a very long time as you get older.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like there's nothing Aaron Rodgers could do. He's got nothing left to prove. At this point, like the Jets should just clean house.
Just retire.
Like, in general, the Jets need a clean house. Like, clean house, get rid of the washed-up players, get young talent. The Jets should do that. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. They gotta go with the young talent, because if you don't go with the young talent, then basically, it's all over.
Yeah, I agree.
Jeez. I got Dolphins over Jets.
Yeah, same here. I also got them too.
Alright.
Next game we got Jacksonville and the Titans.
Oof, that's a tough pick. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first on this one.
I mean, both teams suck, honestly, but I mean, since Trevor Lawrence hasn't got hit hard, I don't know if he'll play this Sunday. I think they're gonna sit him out. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I think I'm gonna go with the Titans on this one.
Yeah, I got the Titans too. But the thing is, here's the thing. It would be smart. It would be smart for the Titans. Oh shoot. It would be not Titans. It would be smart for the Jaguars not to play Trevor Lawrence. And the reason why I'm saying is because they should sit him out for the rest of the season. After that concussion, and also since he's also dealing with a shoulder injury, I highly suggest that he should just sit out, like, for the rest of the season. Just heal up the shoulder injury, rest up until next year. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, the Jacksonville, they're out of the playoffs too, so there's no point of trying to win games, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't see the point, honestly.
me neither. Yeah, there's no point. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I also got the Titans. Next up, we got Falcons and Vikings.
The Vikings over the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Falcons. They suck now.
I told you, all the hype that they built up was all for nothing. I've said that many freaking times.
Like, I don't know what happened to them. They were like doing so good in the beginning. Now they're just losing games. I don't know what's going on with them.
Yeah, like, I knew it was gonna happen. Like, don't count your stars. If the Falcons start losing, once the Falcons start getting good, because the Falcons is just a freaking overhyped team.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because who's the quarterback of the Falcons right now?
Oh, it's Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins? Ah, my father says he's a scrub. He says he's a bum.
You know who's a bum? Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones.
Yeah, they're both bums.
Jerry Jones is a bigger bum.
I know. And the reason that they're both bums is because, you know, Jerry Jones is the one who actually freaking overpaid Dak Prescott, and look what happened. He got injured. He got injured.
And even with Dak Prescott playing, they weren't playing that good.
Exactly. So, technically, whose fault's that? Jerry Jones. Yep. I knew it was gonna freaking happen at some point. I knew it.
Yeah,
It's freaking ridiculous.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Well, anyway, though, so yeah, I got the Vikings over the Falcons. So.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Next pick.
Next game. Oh, this one's gonna be a blowout. Eagles and Panthers.
Oh man. I got the Eagles over the Panthers. I just hate saying it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, unfortunately. Next up, we got Raiders and Buccaneers.
I think I got Tampa over the Raiders.
Yeah, same here. The Raiders are also trying to lose games, so it doesn't make sense for them to win.
Yeah, I know. Definitely. But if they win, then you know what happens, right? There goes that number 2 or number 1 pick.
Yup. Exactly.
All right.
Next up, we got Seattle and Arizona.
Ooh.
I mean, the Seahawks did beat the Jets last week.
The Seahawks got a chance to go into the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, true.
But hold on. I gotta answer his question. Clash. I think that's gonna be a tough one for me. But I'm on the road to over 12,000 primos, so I'm gonna be building up my primos for that exact moment when that time comes. But I think I'm probably gonna go for both. If my 50-50 luck is on my side. But we'll have to see how that goes moving forward. Okay, Hjoshi, what's the next game? What's the next game did you say?
Seattle and Arizona.
That's tough. Because Arizona's got a potential chance to go to the playoffs.
Yep. But I'm gonna go with Seattle. I'm gonna stick with Seattle.
Ooh. Oh, so they will stay 42 days in phase 1? Oh, wow. That's long. You're going with Seattle, you said?
Yep, I'm gonna stick with Seattle.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna go with Seattle, too. And the reason why is because the Seahawks got a chance to actually, like, to get a spot. Arizona, yeah, but, you know, they got to win a few more games if they want to get a final spot in the wild card. But like they're not good, they're not bad, but you know, they're just decent. They're just missing key players is what it is.
Yep.
They're missing puzzles. So if they want to be like the strongest, if they want to actually like be contenders, then they got to like get some good draft picks.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we got Chicago and the 49ers.
That's a tough one. That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, Chris McCaffrey's done, so...
Would you mind coming with me
tough.
to buy a copy of today's newspaper?
Oh man, that's a headache. I think it's gonna be... I think I got the 49ers over the Bears. Because I think the Bears are even... I think the Bears are worse than the...
Bears are gonna upset the 49ers.
Oh wow. You're going for the upset.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a feeling.
Oh, Clash, I thought dinner. Like, since I'm like, East Coast, basically.
Oh, now there's an idea.
Since, me and Hjoshi
just
both
a moment,
live
please.
in the US.
I need to jot this down.
So it's nighttime for where I live at right now.
Yep, it's actually pretty late here, too.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, next game up.
Yeah, oh, I'm liking this one. Buffalo Bills and the Rams.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
I'm going with the Bills easily.
Yeah, I'm going with Buffalo.
Easily, yeah. Buffalo's winning this one.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna win it. And the reason why I'm saying they're gonna win it because Buffalo's already got the playoff spot. Now, who's gonna get the home field advantage is the question. Oh, my good buddy Hjoshi. He's on my Discord server, so we do picks either Tuesday or Wednesday. So this is what we do, like, every week during football season.
Let's see. Let's move on to Sunday Night Football. Chargers and Chiefs.
Oh man. Call me crazy?
Will the Chiefs continue their win streak?
No, he doesn't play Genshin. He doesn't play Genshin Impact. Call me crazy? I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Really? You think the Chargers? Actually, that's not a bad pick, actually. but I'm gonna pick the Chiefs only because they have a home field advantage.
Yeah, because of Arrowhead. That's how I feel.
The crowd there is insane.
Yeah, it's very insane. It is.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Let's see the refs decide to screw with the Chargers. Let's see.
that's gonna be a problem. If the refs screw them, I'm gonna go on a big fat rant on the next Monday, and it ain't gonna be pretty. I'm gonna say that straightforward right now on stream, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if the refs screw the Chargers, I am legit gonna go on a full-fledged rant and call out the referees. And it ain't the first time I called out the referees for doing stupid stuff like that, but
Yeah.
you know that it happens all the freaking time. All right. So what's the Monday night game?
We got Bengals and Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys! I hate them so freaking much. I'm gonna take a shot, and I'm gonna freaking say Bengals over Cowboys. Oops.
The Bengals are on a really like they're clearly putting up points, but they just can't win games. But I think this will be the game where they do it. I think they're gonna win this game too.
Yeah, but I got the Bengals over the Cowboys. I think this could be a good win for the Bengals. All the Cowboys got to do is screw up. That's all they got to do. That's all the Cowboys got to do. Screw up.
Yeah.
Like, once they screw up, that's game over right there.
Exactly.
So hopefully, Joe Burrow can actually get a win here.
I think he will.
Yeah, hopefully it's against those chumps. That way I can make fun. So that way I can start making fun of them again. Because I haven't been making fun of the Cowboys for a while because, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, you know the old saying, Cowboys only beat teams under 500.
Yep.
That's how it is. They had an easy schedule last year. This year they ain't had an easy schedule.
Yeah.
They finally got the toughest schedule in the league.
Yeah. I agree.
Well. Here comes another.
All right. I guess that's all the picks.
Yeah. Let's see how we do.
Oh man. But all I can say is though, like,
By royal decree.
it's gonna be a good one.
We'll see about that.
But I'm expecting some good games, but we'll have to see.
Another
Alright, guys.
target tracked down
So
by Outrider
we're gonna
Amber.
wrap it up here, guys. And first off, I want to say thank you guys for coming onto the stream. And like I said, it's been a while. It's been a month since we did picks. Like I said, I had a previous situation that's finally been resolved, so thank God for that. And I'm back full-time streaming once again. So now I'll be streaming 4 days a week, like every day for you guys, and you know. And thank you to all my subscribers for supporting me through thick and thin and everything, especially for football picks as well with me and Hjoshi. Really appreciate it for you guys. And
But we back now. We're definitely back now.
And remember, I just want to give you guys a heads up that there is going to be a chance that there will be a rescheduled Among Us live stream that was supposed to happen at Halloween, but it never did. But usually we are going to have an Among Us stream in the next couple of weeks, so I just want to throw that out there. All right. So
I'll race you
I
there.
will have further details of how that's going to work out this time. But like once I get all the details and stuff, we'll start doing the Among Us stream for the holidays. All right, with me, Hjoshi, and my friends and our friends from the Genshin Street team. All right, so there's that. So until then, guys, we are signing out for the night, and this has been L-P Cruz 212 and Hjoshi. We'll catch you all on the next stream.
Hmm.